Say this once when someone disrespects you, and the power dynamic will change immediately. No raised voice, no arguing, no emotional performance. Just one sentence. Because what most people never realize is this disrespect isn't about what someone says. It's about what they're allowed to take from you. Your attention, your emotional energy, your need to be understood. And the moment you react too fast, you give that access away. That's why disrespect doesn't stop on its own. Not because you deserve it. Not because they're dominant. But because, quietly, your reaction trains the rules of engagement. Stoic y desrespect rapiates. Most people believe disrespect comes from bad people, rude people, toxic people. That belief is comforting, because it means the problem is them. But psychology is harsher and more useful. Disrespect is usually conditioned behavior. People test before they cross lines. They don't announce it. They drop something small, a sarcastic joke, a dismissive tone, a public comment that makes your chest tighten. Then they watch. Do you smile to keep the peace? Do you rush to explain? Do you laugh it off even though it hurt? That response is data, not conscious, not always malicious. But human behavior is simple. What works gets repeated. If a jab costs nothing, it becomes a habit. If a boundary blurs, it gets crossed again. If you absorb discomfort to protect the mood, you become the place where discomfort gets dumped. And here's the brutal truth. Someone doesn't need to dislike you to keep disrespecting you. They only need to learn that you'll tolerate it. THRL QSTAN. So the real question isn't, how do I make them respect me? The real question is, what kind of access have I been giving away? Access to your reactions. Access to your explanations. Access to your emotional labor. Because once someone learns you'll absorb the discomfort, they keep pushing. THE traps. Most po polyfellow into disrespect happens fast. Your body reacts before your mind does. Heart rate spikes. Thoughts race. Your mouth wants to move immediately. That's where most people fall into one of three traps. Trap 1, arguing feels strong. It feels like self-respect. But most arguments aren't power. They're pursuit. You're chasing logic. You're chasing fairness. You're trying to be understood. And the moment you chase, you've already lost the frame. High-status people don't chase validation. They decide standards. Trap 2. Joking it off humor can be elegant. But laughing when you're uncomfortable isn't elegance. It's camouflage. That's you swallowing the boundary and calling it maturity. And the message received is simple. You'll take it. Trap 3. Freezing silence can be powerful, but not fear-based silence. That kind of silence is loud. Your posture collapses. Your eyes shift. Your energy pulls inward. Fear is readable. Waspi kelas pawar. Here's what most people miss. The fastest reaction sets the tone. When you respond instantly, you validate the moment. You confirm it deserves your energy. Power dynamics work like this. Whoever controls the pace controls the interaction. That's why the biggest mistake isn't speaking up. It's speaking too fast. High-status behavior is measured, minimal, deliberate, not because it's cold, but because delay signals choice, and choice signals power. The Stoics understood something most people still struggle to live. You don't control what happens to you, but you control what gets access to you. Marcus Aurelius wrote about guarding the mind, not by building walls, but by choosing what deserves entry. Epictetus said it plainly. Some things are up to you. Some things aren't. Your response is yours. Their behavior isn't. That isn't weakness. That's authority. Because when someone disrespects you, they're expecting movement, anger, defensiveness, explanation. Calm disrupts that expectation. Psychologically, calm signals certainty. Certainty signals authority. And authority doesn't rush. It doesn't plead. It doesn't compete. Disrespect feeds on imbalance, explode, and they gain leverage. Shrink, and they gain leverage. But if nothing shifts in you, they lose the handle they were grabbing. Fram Kalantaro L and Silencie. This is what frame control looks like. The centered person decides what matters. Silence alone can work, but silence with intention works faster. It creates a pause that feels heavy. Humans hate vacuums. We rush to fill them. We scramble to regain control. That's why a calm pause can shift a room more than a sharp comeback. But sometimes silence isn't enough. Sometimes you need one clean sentence. No debate. No escalation. Just finality. Here it is. Say it once, calmly. Then stop. I don't accept being spoken to like that. That's it. No insults, no explanations, no history lesson. Here's why it works. You own the boundary. Not attacking their character. Don't accept. Decision, not emotion. No negotiation. Being spoken to like that. Behavior focused, not personal. It's almost impossible to argue with. If they argue, they expose themselves. If they mock, they reveal themselves. Either way, you stop carrying the burden. Delivar pars Morris Harfwards say it slowly, neutral face, relaxed shoulders, no smile, no anger, no apology. Your body should look like the sentence is obvious. Timing matters. Say it immediately after the disrespect, not later in a message. Immediate boundaries train faster. Then stop talking, because the moment you explain, you turn a boundary into a discussion. Because I'm stressed lately invites judgment. You probably didn't mean it. Weakens the line. Please. Turns a standard into a request. You don't need agreement. You need clarity. New hate he happens next. Expect predictable reactions. First shock. They weren't expecting calm resistance. Then deflection. I was just joking. Or reversal. You're too sensitive. That's not logic. That's a test. They're checking if they still have access to the old version of you. Let the silence exist. Awkward silence after a boundary means the pattern just broke. Your nervous system will beg you to repair the moment. Don't. You didn't create the disrespect. You created the boundary. And boundaries feel cold to people who were benefiting from your warmth. Not every moment deserves that sentence. Some people disrespect you to provoke you. They want reaction. They want engagement. In those moments, words feed the game. That's when chosen silence is stronger.
No glare, no sigh.
No emotional leak. You simply remove participation. Boundaries are for patterns. Silence is for bait. If the behavior repeats after clarity, distance becomes the message. You don't perform standards. You live them. Respect was never about being liked. It was about being clear. You don't gain power by explaining yourself better. You gain power by deciding what you accept. When you stop reacting, you start choosing. Your tone, your pace, your standards. And the world adjusts. Some people disappear. Some show up differently. That's not loss. That's alignment. Remember the line, I don't accept being spoken to like that. Say it once. Mean it. Then let your silence prove you weren't negotiating. If this resonated, you already know where you need it: work, family, friends. And if you want more strategies for calm power, boundaries, and emotional control, subscribe to Stoic Spring. Because your life improves the moment you protect your inner peace quietly, consistently, every single day.